All right, guys, how's it going? It is the big finale of the season. We have the semi-final playoff against Torquay, and if we can navigate our way through that, then we're in line for a big final playoff game against Maidstone. So, not much has happened since the last episode. We have just been training hard, psyching ourselves up, but I've got to admit, I'm a little bit nervous. I don't like the playoffs. I'd much prefer straight up winning a league to get promotion, because this doesn't do anything for my nerves or anything. So, anyway, we'll not much else to do or go through. We're going to have much of the same team, but we will go ahead, get into the match and see who's going to be playing today. All right, so for our game today against Torquay, I've reverted back to the familiar formation from earlier in the season, the 4-1-2-2-1 kind of formation, because I just didn't want to be relinquishing so much of our possession. You know, the more we have the ball, the more we can do with it, essentially. But with that said, I'm looking forward to next season, because I want to find some different players. I want to try and change the way we play a little bit. Obviously, when you just start off a new game, you're not really going to be filled with a squad full of all your ideal kind of players that are going to be able to play the way you want to play. So I'm looking forward to that, whether we go up or not. But for today's game, we've got Jack Turner in goal. Alfie Roberts still isn't fully fit, and I didn't want to rock the boat, so I stuck with Jack Turner. It's going to be his last game or two with us, because I'm going to let him go after this. And then we've got Ben Mason at right back, Sam Bailey and Kenny Jobson in the middle at the back, Jordan Norville-Williams left back, Aaron Cool is playing in that defensive deep line playmaker role, and then we've got Oliver Pendlebury and Morgan Williams in the central midfield. And then we have McNulty on our right wing and Salim Saeed as our inside forwards coming in off the left. Norville Williams is going to be bombing up the left when we are playing a more attacking mentality. And Kasimu up front for us. And then we've got Jack Shaw, Jack Ball, Jaden Davis, Simon Jennings and Jensen Tinker on the bench, trying to give the youngsters a few more minutes out on the field if we can. So let's submit that and nervously get into the game. I'm trying to feel optimistic. We have beaten them both times, I believe, when we've met them in the league, but the playoffs, you know, they are in the playoffs because they've deserved to be in the playoffs, as have we. But you know, playoffs, it's do or, but you know, it's playoffs, it's do or die, really. So we just got to I don't know, hope that everything we decided to do is for the best. And there's bumper crowd here at the Saunders Transport Stadium. It's not sellout, but there is a lot of people here today. Look at that crowd. I've never seen so many people in the stadium. That's going to be some good numbers and some good gate receipts in the kitty for us. Hopefully we can start off the game positively, keep the ball a lot more than we have done in our last few games. So, right, Mason playing it back to Jobson at the moment. Cool. Up to Williams, up to Saeed. Puts the ball over the top to Pendlebury. He can't quite find him, but got McNulty on the right-hand side. Oh, can't quite get the cross in. It's blocked and out for a corner. This is something I hope to address next season. I want to get a big, strong forward for ourselves, where we play with one up top or two up top. Just someone that can be really aggressive in the attack and get on the end of those crosses, and really sort of mix it up with those big defenders, which we just don't have at the moment. Okay, Saeed finds Williams through the middle. Williams tries a shot. Is that off the post? That was a good attempt. It was a good attempt by Williams there. I would have preferred a long shot coming in from Pendlebury, though. He is a bit more of a long shot specialist. I wouldn't exactly even say he's a specialist, but he's the best guy we've really got for long shots. We're definitely looking a bit more positive on the ball. Williams driving forwards again. He plays a nice through ball to McNulty, and I don't know. I think he tried to shoot there rather than square it in the middle, but that was a nice free kick from Pendlebury, showing you what he can do with that long shot ability he has. And Norva Williams with the corner nearly gets ahead there. And Torquay do look like they are under pressure a little bit, just having to put the ball out of play rather than trying to keep the ball and be more positive with it. Yeah, so 77% possession, it's better. Last few games we would have had that sort of 20 to 30% possession, so yeah, feeling a little bit better about that. 5 shots, 1 on target, so yeah, we want to get our shooting boots on a little bit more, because if we're going to win this, we need to be putting the ball in the back of the net, I guess. But we've got a corner to defend here. Jenkins, Davies with the corner for Torquay, and we managed to defend that okay, but the ball comes back into the box. Ooh, and he done a McNulty, and he just shot straight across the face of the goal there. A little bit squeaky bum time out the back there. Right, shout a little bit of encouragement for the boys. I know it's a big game, big pressure, and we have got a lot of players that have the negative trait, do not enjoy playing in big matches. And that trait is for some of our bigger players as well, like Oliver Pendlebury, Saeed, I believe, as well, Kasimu, our striker, as well. And there was cross from Saeed into Kasimu, and he doesn't shoot very handsomely, unfortunately. Yeah, so quite a few players don't like the big matches, and I hate that trait. I much prefer either not having that trait, or even better, players that enjoy the big games, because it means you're going to have players that are up for a good cup run, or if you get to the end of the season and you're in the playoffs, you know, they're relishing those games as well. So, right, it's time to dig in, give everything you got left tonight. Yes, do it. All right, just gotta keep going and hope for the best. We've definitely been the more positive side so far, but one moment can change the whole game. And well, I was going to say Torquay with the replay here, but we win the ball straight back from them. Can we do something good with the ball? We've got Saeed on the right, sort of in the middle though. Finds Cool, back to Bailey to Mason. Mason finds Pendlebury. Can he do something with this? He finds McNulty, but he can't get a shot away cleanly. Norva Williams out on the left of the box. He can't get the cross in, and that replay goes to nothing. We're still having the lion's share of the possession, and our passing is good, but we just need to find a little bit more. It's 60 minutes on the clock. All right, let's fire them up. All right, we have gotten pegged back. Williams to Kasimu in the middle. Finds McNulty. Back to Williams. Williams with a shot, but he can't get it on target, and it whistles just wide of the far post. And we're kind of getting close, but we just need something more. All right, I'm going to bring Jaden Davis on. And I guess I'm going to bring him on for McNulty. He's only on a 6.6. Hopefully, obviously, Jaden Davis, our loanee, this is going to be one of his last games with us as well. Either his last, or if we can make it through, it will be his last. All right, I'm going to go positive as well. I've had it unbalanced all the way through. Let's see if we can just get something more out of this game. I'm going to be Jack Ball on for Ben Mason. And yeah, no other subs at the moment. Right, defending a free kick here from Torquay, but it only finds Jobson, who finds Davis up. Davis breaks into Torquay half, and he finds Pendlebury, and Pendlebury's can't please say that was not offside. And it wasn't offside. 1-0 up. Vanarama South. Semi-final playoff. We have 1 foot in the door for the final against Maidstone, which I'm looking forward to even less because they are just a real strong team, and I don't quite know how we're going to do it, but hopefully we can pull off something there as well. But I certainly wouldn't put all my money on it, that's for sure. But even if it's just for a healthy bank balance, I mean, look at the gate receipts we're going to be getting today, and then we're through to the final. So it's all good news. Good news for our money. Good news for our reputation as well. And what happened there? It looked like Jack Turner was coming out for the ball, and then just... Did he fall over his own shoelaces? What? Oh my God. We tried to dive over like 3 players to get to that ball and couldn't get there. What an idiot. It's 1-1, back to the drawing board. We do have more players with energy on the pitch though. So I'm going to bring on Jack Shaw for Aaron Cool. And see if he can bring a bit of energy on. He's a physical player, good physical attributes. Extra time. Let's go. All right. Keep going, lads. Come on. Then I'm going to knock it up to attacking, and hopefully if we've got a bit more energy on the pitch, we can just overwhelm them up front. That is the hope. We've got Saeed with the ball in the middle. Can he find? It's when he finds ball out on the right. Plays it back to Shaw, but Shaw... Oh, he loses the ball. He did chase it down, but he couldn't get it back. All right. I don't think anything's going to happen in this first half of extra time. The players are going to be shattered by the end of this game. I'm not sure how many days rest we get before the big final, if we get through. But yeah, I'm hoping it's enough to recover from this big game. And that's another goal from Torquay. I'm going to have to shout for demand more. I think that might be it, though. I think we might have ruined our chances of the big playoff final and promotion to the Vanarama National League. Oh, I don't know what to say. That's heartbreaking. Going 1-0 up. Okay, we got to do something. Let's throw it, kitchen sink at it. Very attacking. Pendlebury drives forwards. He finds Norval Williams. Norval Williams with a right-footed shot. He's not really right-footed. He wants to be on his left if he's going to shoot. Yeah. Right, let's start extra time, second half. I'm not sure if we can sort of shove anyone else forwards. I could put Pendlebury forwards, and then putting these two back into defensive midfield positions. And we'll put Davis on attack as well. Let's just hope we can do something here. There's no point being conservative in this game. We've got to try and get something from it. All right. Jobson finds Norval Williams out to left. He puts a big, deep cross in. Kasimu just can't really get the angle on his shot there, and it is easily saved. I can't wait for next season. It'll probably be a disaster now, but I'm just, at least it'll be my disaster. And that aside, with a terrible, terrible shot on the volley. Right, only minutes left to try and rescue this game. Come on, boys. One more shout. Demand more. Dig deep. Do something. Come on. Right, get the ball back and give it away straight away. That is not what we want to be doing. Come on, boys. No. Oh, they can only put their shot wide of the post. But is there enough time left for anything? We have one more replay, about a minute and a half to go. Big cross field ball by ball, but yeah, can't quite find Norville Williams. Jobson into Shaw, back to Jobson. Come on, let's get the ball forwards. Norville Williams to Saeed. Oh, just if that was just inside the box, it's right on the edge of the box. Right, it's going to be Williams by the looks of it with the free kick, and he cannot find the head of, I think it was Jobson on the far post. But we have the throw-in potentially. Come on. Okay, is this going to be a corner? Before one more corner, one more throw of the dice. Davis with the corner. It doesn't look good. And that, I think, is going to be that. Davis one more time drives into the box, but that is it. The whistle goes. The dream is over. We fall out of the semi-final playoff against Torquay 2-1. I gutted. I don't know what more we could have done. Whether I could have stuck with a different formation that we had been playing, I don't know. I'll put the blame on myself because I'm sure we've got results on them against them earlier in the season in the league. But it wasn't to be, unfortunately. So, yeah, real gutting. But I'm going to skip forwards. We're going to see out the end of the season and see, you know, what the results of the season are for us as a club. So I'll see you there. All right, so here we go, and we've got our first two players in that were already scheduled to join us. We've got Archie Chaplin, the youth player from Tottenham. Now, he's, like I said before, he's got terrible jumping reach, but overall he's got good defensive qualities that at 18 we can work on and hopefully develop quite well. So he is one to look forward to. He will go, not sure he's going to exactly go straight into our first team or not. We've got pre-season to figure out just how well he copes with things. And another player is Matthew Takawira, and he is a 17-year-old striker with 2-star current ability and 4-5-star potential ability. I'm not exactly putting all my hopes on him as a star of the future, but he's going to come into the youth setup, and we will see how we go from there. Okay, so looks like we've done all right. We have gained 3.3 thousand social media followers, and our family base of supporters is up, but our core has dropped, unfortunately. So yeah, it's kind of looking okay there. We have let's see, the board would like to discuss long-term vision for the club and outline their initial expectations. All right, so they want us to play attacking football, play possession football, make the most of set pieces, which is something we definitely got to work on with the right signings. We're going to have hopefully a better physical and aerial presence up front, and play a high tempo pressing football as well. So they're looking for me to play quite a nice, expansive, attacking sort of flavour of football, I suppose. And yeah, so they're going to want us to reach the playoffs again. I'm going to want us to really get automatic promotion, but there's only one spot for that. And if there's another team that play like Yeovil did this season, then that is going to be a big ask indeed. But yeah, so they're not fully expecting us to reach the National League until the following season. But hopefully it'll be next season we do that anyway. Talk about the aims for next season. I would like to say we have a good prospect of going out as champions, but I feel like that might put a bit too much pressure on them. So I'm going to say yeah, I'm going to go playoffs and try and keep them happy. Okay. Right, what do we want to do? Right, promises committed for next season, and I'm going to promise, I think, well, I definitely want to improve the coaching, that's for sure, and that doesn't really tickle anyone's fancy, but I'll leave it for that, and hopefully we won't get anyone's expectations, you know, because if someone expects us to fulfill a certain promise, and then we can't fulfill it in their eyes, then it can cause problems within the squad. So I'm quite happy for there not to really be any expectations there. Right. So yeah, I'm going to leave it at that. Everyone's okay. Everyone's happy. They can go on their jolly holidays, feeling good about next season, hopefully. And yeah, that'll be that. All right, so the club has been hit with a £9,000 tax bill based on profits of approximately £108,000. So let's have a look at finances currently. So with that, if I just show you actually that semi-final game at home, we had 3,500 in attendance. So yeah, that would brought in a pretty penny, and our balance currently lies at 43,000. So money is okay, and we've got 2 new sponsorship deals as well. So one new stadium sponsorship deal worth 22,000, which is exactly the same as last year, and a new main kit sponsor, which is 13.5, which is less than half of the previous. And then yeah, so sponsorship, we're actually down like 16,500. So yeah, okay, so scouting budget is in as well. We've got 20,000 scouting budget, which I think is pretty similar to last year. And I'm going to keep scouting the surrounding divisions for the moment, while we're scouting out players for the next season. Obviously with only 20,000 in the scouting budget, that's not going to last very long. So a couple of months of that while we go through the summer break and pre-season, and then I will remove that or bring it right down. Right, and the board have set a initial wage budget for the next season of 7,000, which I think is down, unfortunately, and 10,000 transfer budget, which will of course be going straight into the wage budget, because I'm not going to be paying any transfer fees for any players. They're either going to be they're all going to be free transfers at this level. That we don't have massive finances at this club, so we've just got to build our squad for next season off of free transfers. So yeah, we keep on heading forward. I just thought I'd show you a quick little look at the the league as it ended. So down at the bottom of the table, Dover, Bath City, Chippenham and Dartford have all been relegated. The playoff final still to be played between Maidstone and Torquay, but I'd be happy enough to see Maidstone go up into the National League. Yeovil and Maidstone were the big scary bogeymen of this league this season, and if we make the right signings, then hopefully we will be that big scary bogey team for the coming season. So yeah, I'd be interested to have a sift through those relegated teams and see if there's any good standout players that we could potentially poach from them now that they've been relegated. So the results are in, and it is indeed Maidstone who make the other place for promotion into the Vanarama National League. So the two heavy hitting big boys of the season this year, apart from ourselves of course, have now departed for greener pastures. So yeah, we won't have Yeovil or Maidstone to play next season, unless somehow we might see him in a cup game. But yeah, we will. I'll just let's actually see who is going to be joining us down in the Vanarama National League from the National League. Yeah, the South rather. So down come Boreham Wood, I believe, and Oxford. Oh no, it's good. Woking and Oxford City, I think, will be with us in the South next season. Actually, Woking and Boreham Wood probably. Yeah, I imagine that is who we're going to have. Probably should really be Oxford City as well. We'll see. We'll see how things pan out. But yeah, none of those teams particularly scare me too much coming down. Not like Yeovil and Maidstone did this season. So yeah, we will see them next season. Okay, so we have our end of season review. Let's see what happened. So the new arrivals, it was a busy season in transfer market, and it's safe to say there was some good business done in bringing in key new signings who contributed hugely to the season's success. So top of that is indeed Sam Bailey, my little hero. He did go off the boil a little bit in that Segundo Volante role I had him in earlier in the season, but he still does take top spot for the new signings for the season. And then it's Kasimu, who will be returning to his parent club this season, and we will need to replace him, obviously. He came in and contributed with 19 goals and 5 assists. Sam Bailey was there with 12 goals and 9 assists from, considering he played from a defensive midfield role. Segundo Volante, admittedly, it's, a attacking based role that I had him in. But yeah, either from defensive midfield or from defense. So yeah, 12 goals and 9 assists really isn't too shabby. And then McNulty as well came in and contributed with 2 goals and 9 assists from his 26 games. And then Alfie Roberts, our 19-year-old keeper as well. He is actually down as our signing of the season, and I think for good reason too. He's young. He's on a relatively low wage as well. And yeah, he ended the season 38 appearances and a 7.04 rating as well. And then Oliver Pendlebury as well, who was there when we came in. Yeah, he's pretty good from the centre of the park as well. And he came in with 15 goals and 9 assists. So that's a pretty good contribution as well. Someone that we're really going to be needing to look to replace as well as Kasimu is Jaden Davis. And he made 49 appearances for us last season, contributing 13 goals and 10 assists. So yeah, that's going to be a big ask coming in and replacing someone like him, as well as Kasimu, finding someone that is going to comfortably contribute 19 or more goals up front. Yeah, that's what we want. We want them to be contributing at least 20, if not, 30 or 100 would be nice. But yeah, we've got to find replacements for those loanees who are going back to their parent clubs as well. So yeah, some of the ones that weren't so spectacular. Sid Nelson, yeah, do not rate him as a particularly reliable defender. Alfie Cutbush and Jack Shaw, youngsters who, yeah, maybe didn't do as well as I was hoping either. Same as Jack Cartwright as well. Kanye Jobson though, he's in my eyes a reliable centre back for next season. He will need a new contract, but yeah, for me, he's been highly reliable there. All right, so the season results. Borough found form during the middle of the season and never looked back, going on to secure playoff place and surpass their pre-season expectations. Yes, we did, but we did fall short at the end anyway. But we only ended up with a C+ for our performance, considering I think that's a little bit harsh, all things considered. But yeah, so average home attendance is up to 904. I think that's hugely skewed from that 3,500 final attendance in the semi-final playoff game. But hopefully we'll see a slight increase in our attendance next season, considering how well I think we did. All right, moments to remember. FA Cup game against Cheshire, 7-1. I mean, things were really firing and feeling good at that time. We had a hat-trick from Oliver Pendlebury in that game. Jaden Davis chipped in with 1, Saeed with 2, and Norville Williams got 1 as well from left back. And then the match to remember, 3-1 win against Hemel Hempstead in the league as well. And then goal of the season. Okay, so Oliver Pendlebury with that goal. Yeah, he does have a good free kick on him, that boy. Right, finances. So yeah, we've got less. We got less sponsorship than last year, which is we're gonna really feel that, I think. But overall, it looks like our money is up. So hopefully, even though the sponsorships are down, hopefully all in all, our finances might be a little bit better next year. We will have to wait and see, really. And right, so how they lined up. So this was our most regular formation, the 4-1-2-2-1, as I like to call it, or 4-3-3. We've got Alfie Roberts in goal, Norville Williams left back, Jack Ball and Kenny Jobson in central defence, Ben Mason on the right of defence, Sam Bailey in that central defensive midfield position, and then Morgan Williams and Oliver Pendlebury in the middle of the park, with Salim Saeed on the left wing and Jordan Davis on the right, and Kasimu up front. And the accolades. Right, your hard work and effort paid off on the pitch, and such a feat didn't go unrewarded at the end of the season award ceremony. So manager awards, I did get the manager of the month on 2 occasions, on September and October. That's when things were really just jiving all in all. So yeah, happy with 2 of those awards for the season. Player awards, fans player of the season, Sam Bailey. Couldn't agree more. I mean, for a youngster, he came in and did really well for us. He also got the young player of the season as well. And then signing of the season goes to Alfie Roberts, as we already discussed. Oliver Pendlebury gets the goal of the season. Our top goal scorer, Hisham Kasimu, rather. Norville Williams gets most assists. Most player of the matches awards goes to Hisham Kasimu with 7 player of the match awards. Highest average rating goes to Sam Bailey on a 7.2. A little bit low for my liking. I'd like to see at the end of next season, someone hitting more towards a 7.5. That would be nice for the season. And then most passes completed per 90 minutes goes to Jack Ball with 60 passes completed per 90. So that is pretty nice. Then record breakers. So most assists by a player in the season. Yeah, we already know that. Most clean sheets. It's Alfie Roberts with 15 clean sheets. And well done to that 19-year-old. Yeah, most player of the match awards. Yeah, we know that one. And then, worst discipline, not so great, but Norval Williams picks up 7 yellow cards for the season. Good to see that we didn't have any players that received the 10 yellow cards for the season and therefore, got a ban. We didn't even get any red cards for the season anyway either. So I'd like to think we probably would have been in line for a sort of a good behaviour award. But right, youngest player. Jensen Tinker, the young centre-back that I brought in, he played a few minutes in the last couple of games of the season. Oldest player was Ricky Holmes, who will be leaving us. Fastest goal goes to Oliver Pendlebury, 50 seconds, nice and quick. Youngest goal scorer was Miller Matthews Lewis, loanee to us, but he won't be with us either. And then our oldest goal scorer was Adam Meckie. He won't be with us either. Okay, so history in the making. Farnborough started better than anyone would have expected and really slipped up thereafter. Farnborough flew out of the traps and set themselves up well for the season. Yay! And there's our beautiful, beautiful tapestry. So with our 100 points for the season, I think that's pretty good. We're going to have to obviously aim for something like that again. I mean, it could be a totally different season and maybe no teams will hit that 100 points mark. You just never know, really. But yeah, all in all, yeah, a few things that have gone on through the season. Yeah, but yeah, that's it. That's the season over with and all the awards done. And yeah, all we've got to do now is send the players on their jollies and we will scout our asses off for players for the next season. But as for now, next episode, we will have a scouting special, transfer special and a pre-season. Yeah, and we will see how we manage to build our squad for the next season. But as for now, if you've enjoyed the content today, please leave us a like and leave us a comment in the comments below if you've got anything to comment. And if you haven't subscribed already, please subscribe. I hugely appreciate it. And as for now, I hope you have a brilliant rest of your day and I will see you again in the next one. See ya.